Saram, everyone, welcome back. We have, as I mentioned, a wonderful opportunity to ask some of these beautiful questions, but it's very interesting how Swami arranges these things, because before we get into the conversation with Geetha, we actually have some photographs to share. And interestingly, this was not meant to be part of the program initially. It was just in the last couple of days, the way the conversation went, it literally came together in the last day and a half. So we take that as Swami's will and grace that he was willing to have us share, because I think the other part of this is that these are very personal photographs and memories of Geetha and her family that they have shared with Swami, and not everybody is willing to do that, so we're very grateful that Geetha has. So we put together a few slides. So before we start the conversation, we wanted to share these with you, and Geetha, if you can just tell us a little bit about what they are, that would be great. So Anshu or Pavan, we can start.
Yeah. Oh, that is me. You can see where it says Geetha. My dad is carrying me. I'm about 3 years old. It is at my cousin's wedding, actually. Both my cousins there, you see Sucharita and Sunanda, whom she was interviewed, I think, last year for the same thing. So it's their wedding. Swami performed their weddings in Prashanti Nilayam. And you see me there as a 3-year-old. That is the age, actually, I think Shivakumar or I don't know, I think Raj left. That is the age when I used to come from Parthi to Bangalore in my father's car. And I used to sit on Swami's lap all the way. It used to be almost a 7 or 9 hours journey. And you can see I have short hair, and my father would be glaring at me from the mirror so that I don't move my head. If I move my head, my hair will touch Swami's face. And they were very pious people also. They don't like the idea of my hair touching Bhagwan's face. That's number one. Uncomfortable for so many hours. And that is the age, somewhere around that time, when we used to bring Swami. Didn't have a car. He had one old Morris Minor. We used to come. And that was when I heard the whole Prashanti Nilayam bhajan in Swami's chest, sitting on his lap. From Omkaram to Om Jai Jagadish Hare. In those days, they were not singing Om Jai Jagadish Hare. They used to sing Pavana Purusha Saisha. That one. So that is the picture. This is later when Swami is that's in our house. For Akhand Bhajan, Swami was staying with us. And that's just me. Very casually, that picture was taken. Oh, this is also in the Akhand Bhajan. These are all my cousins who are all very mischievous. And you have all heard the story about the fan that we carried for Swami's 40th birthday. I have told that story many times in my talks. This was that age group. And one of the cousins is missing here. He was maybe the one. So on that day, we have this festival called Bhima Amavasya, you know. And Swami was staying with us on that day. It is a worship of Lord Shiva. And Swami used to tease and say that all the girls pray very hard to get a good husband. So on that particular day, Swami was with us. So we did all the children. Swami gave us the opportunity to do Pada Puja to him directly on that day. So after that, he has taken the picture saying, you will all get good husbands.
So you're the one right next to
I'm the
the
one
left
right next
of
to Swami. Yes. Oh, this is nice. This is a picture of that Tulsi I was telling you about, where Swami used to call us there and reprimand us if we were naughty in the morning. That Tulsi is still there. That is the entrance going into Prashanti Nilayam Mandiram. You can see it's very old. That Tulsi, Swami used to stand there sometimes, and if other outside villagers came, at that time in Puttaparthi, people were not very cooperative with Swami. So they would throw stones, and also they would cover Swami with that cloth so that nobody can see him with the hair. So Swami said, this picture, Swami is coming first time to Bangalore. That is my parents welcoming him in the Bangalore railway station. This is in our house. He's generally just, everybody, my mother and all, in the night after dinner, he used to like that rattan chair. That was that room that he used to stay. And this is in our living room, not living room, our dining room actually. Ramya has seen that house, some of you have seen. He used to sit there in the night while the ladies cleaned up the kitchen. So he used to sit there eating pan and everything, and generally chatting and who is going to come tomorrow. Just a very casual evening. We would all be going about doing our own work actually. Swami would be just sitting there talking to everybody who went back and forth. That's in our house. This is in one of the Akhanda bhajans. On the right side is my grandfather, my father's father, Sita Ramaya. And on the other side is his elder brother, Sheshgiri Rao. Unfortunately, they've taken the picture right when the plate, Aarti plate, is in front of Swami's face. But this is one of the very early Akhanda bhajans, even before me, 1951 or 52. They are doing Aarti in the Akhanda bhajan. The brothers are doing Aarti in this Akhanda bhajan. Oh, this is in Swami's bedroom. You can see the bed. And some things that my mother has even kept under the bed, actually. He's just standing, and he was talking about somebody who was waiting outside our house to see Swami. That person was so persistent. He sat there Swami was in our house for 4 days. All the 4 days, Swami never talked to him till the last day. And that man just stood outside the gate the whole time. So Swami is telling us, like Panduranga, that fellow is waiting, So he is standing in that pose of Panduranga. He is putting his hand. That he is laughing. He said, that fellow is still waiting. This is a picture my brother took when from Parthi to Bangalore. We used to stop for picnic to eat with Swami. And it is one of those trees we all used to sit. There was a wall there, where we used to sit and eat. So Swami, after Swami's lunch is over, Swami would serve all the ladies actually, because the ladies and all would not. So while they are eating, they would all just sit very quietly without eating. If Swami was there, they were uncomfortable to eat. So all the ladies would sit. So Swami told my brother, come, we will go that side, let the ladies eat. So he's lying down on that concrete wall. My brother was about 13 or 14 years old. They had bought him a box camera. In those days, none of us had cameras. They were all middle class people. Nobody had money. So they had bought him one camera that my brother has taken that picture actually. I think he gave it to radios. This is again in the night, that person who is sitting, that one is my father on Swami's right. To the left, that boy used to take care of Sai Geetha sometimes. That way. He also had come. Everybody is chatting. This was known as night pan time. Swami used to have pan. So just pan. You can see that Swami has pan in his mouth. He's just sitting there and chatting. That's all. This is in my father's house. Here, this is a funny picture. You can see that they are all talking over Swami's head. Swami is just sitting and watching the whole show. That is my father and my uncle. For next day, he has come one day before Akhanda Bhajan to our house. So next day is the actual Akhanda Bhajan will start Thursday morning at 10:30. So they are discussing, my father is asking my uncle actually, is the Toranam ready, is everything ready? And they are all just discussing. Swami was sitting, and you can see that chair that he is sitting on, that green chair, that was just a sofa in my father's house. That chair Swami used to like very much. We used to take that chair for Akhanda Bhajan for many years. And once Swami came with me in the cart, because there were no vehicles in Bangalore to take such a heavy vehicle, nobody's car would fit. So these people had gone to arrange, and the fellow with a push cart, he will pull the cart, you'll see in India, and you will take it like a bullock cart, but he will pull it. My father had arranged for that fellow to come to take this chair. But they were late in the hall, they had not come. Swami was in the house, I was there, my aunt was there, and that fellow came and rang the bell. And he said, I have come, I can't wait. If you want to take the chair sofa now to that place, Gayan Samaja, you have to go now. So we were all saying, be quiet. Swami is there, he is resting in the afternoon. They have to come, the elders have to come. By that time, Swami came out of the door, you can see. He came out of there. He said, what is going on? We said, Swami, this pushcart fellow has come today. So he said, you send the chair. That fellow said, I don't know where that hall is. So can you believe, it was not very far from our house. This chair was put into his cart, and Swami and myself and my one other cousin called Santosh, he said, come, we will show him the way. So Swami walked from our house to the Akhanda Bhajan hall. And while we were walking, I got tired. So Swami lifted me and put me on that chair, and that fellow pulled me and the chair. And Swami walking, we had barely gone a little while. By that time, my father was coming back, and they brought, so that is the famous chair that Swami brought in the cart for his own Akhanda Bhajan, for himself to sit. It's one of the old Akhanda Bhajans. Next one was, yeah. Oh, this you can see, this is one of the older Akhanda Bhajans. Swami is lighting the lamp there. You can see it is just one wooden stool, one lamp. That's my father. Swami used to be with us the whole time. We used to do from Thursday to Friday. So whole Wednesday evening, Swami used to come either Wednesday morning or Tuesday from Puttaparthi. And he would be in our house. And he would be part of everything. Wear the green thing. Sometimes he will discard the photo. He photo bagle. He will say, my photo is not good. Go and bring another photo of mine. So he used to be part of the whole arrangements of the Akhanda Bhajan. And you can see here, after the Akhanda Bhajan Arati is over, my father and my grandfather are cleaning up. Swami is standing there and helping. He's telling what to clean up, because he used to do Vibhuti Abhishekam to that Shirdi Baba. You can see a Shirdi Baba in front of Swami's picture, and you can see the Vibhuti on top of his head. Actually, it was in the Akhanda Bhajan first time in our house that Swami did that Shirdi Baba Akhanda Bhajan Abhishekam in the pot. That thing. After that, he started to do it in Puttaparthi. So regularly he used to do that Abhishekam. So he is telling you, take all the Vibhuti and make it into packets and distribute it to the thing, to all the devotees who are present. Shiva, you will enjoy this. This is the old dental models. In my father's clinic, they used to make these clay models. When they take impression of the teeth, and they'll make the model, and then from that they will make actual dentures. So this is in my dad's clinic. My Swami used to eat a lot of pan. So my father would always tell him, Swami, you should not eat so much pan. It's bad for your teeth. Every 6 months he used to come to my father to get his teeth cleaned, actually. So in one of the trips, he's looking at the dental models, and my father is saying, if you don't take care of, we'll have to take an impression of your teeth. Here, so that is the old clinic of mine. Oh, this is Rama Brahma Garu. Many people may have seen. Sai Shravan and S. Kumar, you have seen Rama Brahma Garu? Oh, he was an ardent devotee. How much time? Can I say something afterwards? Okay, this is Rama Brahman. Please look at it. He's a great devotee. Swami says, you cannot always become like God because you feel you are God, Swami, we cannot be like you. That is why you should know my devotees. At least by seeing the devotees, you become like the devotees. They are ordinary human beings like you, but they have become very great. So this is a very great devotee of Swami. Oh, this is summer course 1973. 1973, I am here way to the right standing. Swami took picture of all the summer course students from Karnataka. Right next to me is Srilata. She is the person who was with me. I've told the rose story many times. She is Professor G.P. Rajaratnam's daughter. He was a very great poet and professor. His daughter, actually. Yeah, this is summer course. Oh, this is my wedding, actually, in Brindavan. Swami, just as he has tied the Mangalyam, you will see there, one hand, the priest is holding Akshata to give Swami, but Swami is just materializing the Akshata, and he is just holding it. So, in this, actually, for my wedding, Swami did my Kanyadanam, what they call, giving away of the bride. Swami did that, and afterwards he is blessing. Here you can see my father-in-law. That's my father-in-law behind Swami. He's laughing because when Mohan was trying to touch Swami's feet, I was standing on that wooden platform and I slipped because it was a small one. And Swami is telling him, I have got you married. Why are you pushing her like that? He's joking. So my father-in-law is laughing. It was accidentally when he bent to. So that's just my wedding picture. That's also. To Swami's left is my father-in-law, and myself, my mother and my mother-in-law is there. This is Arun and Varun. Swami made them sing one Kannada song in Bangalore. They were about 3.5, 4 years old. Same Arun and Varun and us, many, many years later, older versions in Puttaparthi. My parents. This is Varun's marriage. Swami performed in Puttaparthi and Arun's to Sumana. You can see that is in the interview room. My whole life is just nothing but Swami. I don't have any other photos actually. Only these I have. Meaning, my whole life has just been about Swami and nothing else. So, they wanted to. Thank you. We were just talking about it and I showed her some pictures and she says, thank you. This picture is very famous. This picture is actually, first they had put it, I think, earlier. You can see my father and my uncle in that picture. It was taken in my father's house in 1950, I think, actually. When he opened my father's practice, that picture was taken. They have cropped out and they usually use this picture for many things, but it's in my father's house.
Thank you so much, Geetha, for sharing those. This just beautiful because I think, unlike a lot of our other pictures, our family pictures, anything that includes divinity in such a visible format is so precious. So it's just a whole life that has been spent with the divine. I think, I had a whole list of questions to ask you, but I think we'll keep an eye on the time. And so in the time that we have, because we have some bhajans and we want to hear from Swami himself in the program. So in the time that we have, one of the things that I've really learned a lot about, and we've discussed many times, is that it's not only important to love God, but how you love God is also really key. And I have been fascinated many times listening to that, and that's why I had wanted to include the picture of Rama Brahmam, because we always talk about surrender. We talk about it a lot in study circle. We talk about it, just in our conversation, we surrender. But I always feel that maybe we don't really understand, at least speaking for myself, I don't understand the depth of that word when it comes to relation to Swami or the spiritual path. And whenever I think of that word, I think immediately of Rama Brahmam. So I was wondering if you would share that incident, a couple of them. You told me another one this morning, which is hilarious. So you have to share this, please.
Thank you. This word surrender we use very loosely when we say that, but we are not able to do that because our ego and our intellect comes in the way. We say we surrender, but then afterwards we question that. Did we do the right thing? Did we not do the right thing? Then that cannot be surrender. Surrender means giving up completely to Him. And that's not easy for any one of us, not easy for me either. Two people in my life that I have known who were able to achieve it over a period of time. One was my father, who was able to accept anything that Swami told him to do without a single question, to the point by the time he reached, my father saw Swami when my father was 21 and Swami was 17. It took him till the age of 80 for Swami to tell him, you are my Hanuman. You do whatever you want, and gave him one Hanuman pendant. So my father was like that. But Rama Brahmam was again, speaking of somebody else, was an extraordinary devotee. Even to say Rama Brahmam, you kind of think, Swami used to say that many times people will find the easy way out when you talk about Rama or Krishna. Oh, they were Bhagwan. They could do it. How can we do it? We are not God. At least we have not realized we are God. That is why it is important to listen to the stories of bhaktas, he would say, because they are ordinary folks who have risen themselves up due to the way they lead their life. So when you listen to their lives, you can also change. This whole declaration is about changing. Swami himself said, I have left Maya behind and changed. So this is about changing. So Rama Brahmam Garu, he came to Swami in early 60s, I think. For my parents and all, they used to refer to him as Kottavallu, new people. Because these are all 43, from 1943 people. So Rama Brahmam Garu was a Kottavallu who came and stayed with Swami. In his life, he was a very big industrialist or something like that. He was from Krishna district in Andhra. But he lost everything and he came to Swami. Of course, later on, he lost his son also, whom you have read in maybe books. Swami actually materialized his son in the room, in the interview room, and he showed him his son, whom he had just cremated and come. And after that, he surrendered to Swami and stayed. So Rama Brahmam Garu was an amazing person for us as kids. 61, 62, 63, he became the caretaker of Swami's bungalow. That old bungalow pictures you would have seen, British style bungalow that was there in Brindavan, in Puttaparthi, in Brindavan. And he used to take care. All around was just forest actually. Now when you see that area, you cannot imagine. But at that time when we were kids, Swami's building was there. All around was just trees and forest. Swami's garden was there. Some little paddy was there. Paddy, they used to grow rice. And then in the behind, there was a big shed for Sai Geetha, who was a baby elephant at that time. He used to take care of everything. He was a very, very serious man. We never saw him smile actually. But he would do whatever Swami told him without any question. But we would find it extremely funny because sometimes I think Swami used to make him do the strange things just to show us what is surrender. What is surrender? I've never seen. So this morning I was telling Ramya one very funny incident as we were all kids, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. This Rama Brahmam Garu would be there. He was very nice to us children. At that time some of these North Indian devotees started to come. 68, 70, sometimes some foreigners had started to come and all that. They used to bring lot of chocolates and sweets for Swami. So we were the only people. There was no sevadal. We were cleaning Swami's house. We were sweeping, mopping Swami's house. There was not such a big restriction. And Rama Brahmam would be there behind us. If you left one cobweb there, nicely he would scold us. You have not done the sweeping properly, this and that. But after Swami's lunch, all the sweets and everything, we would be waiting. He would bring Swami's plate. And Swami hardly ate anything. All the sweets and chocolates he would distribute to us. So we would work very hard to please Rama Brahmam. Anyway, one particular time, I don't know what happened. We came from Bangalore to Vrindavan thing. And we see Rama Brahmam was a very tall gentleman. He was very big. You can see he's much taller than Swami. Big built, broad shouldered, quite heavy. Older man also than Swami. We come there and we see that my father had already come. This Rama Brahmam is wearing Swami's robe. So you can imagine my aunts and they are saying, what has happened to this man? Who is wearing Swami's robe? He is doing all the work. He has gone crazy. Then my father and all are coming. Swami come out for darshan. Swami is acting as though everything is normal. These ladies go, what happened to Rama Brahma? First of all, they feel it's blasphemous that he is wearing Swami's robe. And that robe is only coming up to his knees. Because he is tall. And the biggest joke, all of us like this are laughing. He has literally cut that, that part where Swami has the gold buttons. He has cut it because his big head has not gone through the robe. That robe, I believe, got stuck. So my father, don't ask all those things. And he says, you didn't keep any scissors or anything in the car. My mother said, why I should keep scissors in the car? He said, we had to cut Swami's robe to get that man's head inside the robe. What is this big? And imagine, his head has gone, then he has to shove his hand through the sleeves. Swami is so slender and elegant. This big man's arms, how will it go in that robe? So between my father and that Murali who used to look after Sai Geetha, they all pulled the robe on this poor man, cut the front. So he's got one big slit and he's wearing. We are all laughing like crazy. We are laughing. Then Swami looked at that Sai Geetha. I was looking at Swami. Then my mother is an elderly gentleman also. Idi em Rama Brahmam Garu, ee avastha. They asked, what is this Rama Brahmam Garu? What is this problem you have landed? He was a very serious man. Emo telidu. I don't know. He says, Idi enduku? Why Swami has asked him? Telidu. Chappadu chesanu. He told me, I did it. That's all. He said, wear my, today, he gave me 2 robes. And he said, from today onwards, wear these robes. So my mother said, tomorrow also you are going to wear. So, very seriously means, he says, Padmanabhni, urgentగా పంపించేయమ్మా. He says, send Padmanabhan early in the morning because you have to pull the rope. Before Swami comes down from the room, I have to wear this. So you send Padmanabha early. What is this? So 2 days, Swami is walking around as the most normal thing. With this man, he's like a robot, he can't move his hands inside that robe. He's walking. Then all the ladies say, Swami, what have you done to Rama Brahmam Garu, Swami? Chusara? Swami is asking, did you see? Swami, we are not seeing you. We are seeing him. We can't see you because he is walking around in front of you. Nobody is seeing you. Everybody is seeing him. Then he says, see, that is surrender. Sharanagati ante ఏమని అడిగారు కదా మీరు? You asked what is Sharanagati? That is Sharanagati. I told him to do. He did. That's all. We have to reach that level. When time for that other one. Jatti story. Was it the same Rama Brahmam? He would get. Then after the robe was removed, because all the children, we were all doing the gardening there. We all went on his behalf actually. Swami, Papam Swami, that Rama, because he can't move his hand to give us chocolate. That Rama Brahmam guy, he's not giving us chocolate or anything. Swami, he can't move. Ivaleda, he didn't give you chocolate. No, Swami, he can't move his hands. He's stuck there. So Swami said, okay, take it out, he said. So he took it out. So that, then one time, I think it's 71 or sometime when Indira Gandhi, whenever she was, I'm not good at dates. When Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister, this BD Jatti was the Vice President, BD Jatti. He was from Karnataka. He was an ardent devotee of Swami. He used to come on and off to see Swami. Very nice, humble gentleman. He used to come. So once, suddenly, he came to Brindavan in the afternoon, around 2:33. That I believe this Indo-Pak war was going to happen. So that Indira Gandhi has sent him actually to go and tell Swami, take his blessing. She was not coming, but she would send word through this. That's what Swami used to tell us. So suddenly this gentleman arrived, and of course Vice President of India, huge entourage, flashing lights, police cars, governor has to come if the Vice President has to come. Huge, big noise there. We used to go in the morning and stay till the evening. Swami around 1:30 or 2 after lunch, he has retired to his room. And he told Rama Brahmam, don't disturb me. And went in the room. Around 2:30 or 3, something like that, he has come, I think in the evening, this Jatti arrived. And he came and gates are closed. And of course, Rama Brahmam Garu is the thing. He is in charge. He came. He sees this police officer. He doesn't care for anybody. For him, God, Swami is president, vice president, prime minister, everything. So the PAs who have come with him, they are saying, sir, this is the Vice President of India. Because looking at Rama Brahmam, they are assuming he doesn't know. Actually, Rama Brahmam knows everybody. All the dignitaries are coming to see Swami. He knows everyone. He knows who this man is. He says, sir, this is the Vice President, sir. Can you please go and send Satya Sai Baba, the Vice President? Yaudaite nakemi. He says, who cares who he is? I don't care. No, Indira Gandhi has sent word, some message. He has to say. Swami has retired to his room. He said, don't disturb. Till Swami comes out of the room, don't disturb. That's it. No, sir. He has come on Indian government work. But Jatti was a devotee of Swami. So he himself came and said, what can I do, sir? I have to see him. I don't have time. I have to go back in the morning flight to Delhi. What kind of? ఏం చేస్తావు సాయి రామా అని ఇక్కడ కూర్చొని చెప్తూ కూర్చో. వాట్ ఎల్స్ కెన్ యూ డూ? సిట్ నియర్ ద గేట్ అండ్ గో ఆన్ రిపీటింగ్ సాయి రామా. వాట్ ఎల్స్ ఈస్ ద సొల్యూషన్? సిట్ హియర్, సిట్ ఆన్ ద గ్రౌండ్. దట్ టు నో చైర్, నథింగ్. Till Swami says, give somebody chair, he won't give chair. You have to sit like any other devotee. So that gate in the middle, not the front gate, the second gate where Swami enters. ఇక్కడ కూర్చొని చెప్పు సాయిరామ్ చెప్తూ కూర్చో. So this poor Jatti, somebody put one carpet, that military people who are there with him, and Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. After half an hour, my father, we are all, BD Jatti has come. We are all in the dining room. We used to keep, as soon as my aunts and all see some big group come like this, they start cooking. Because suddenly Swami will say, give food to everybody. Where to bring the food? So they start cooking. They are all cooking there. What happened? What happened? What happened? All the ladies are in the back, They don't know what these men are not telling in so many words like I am saying. The same men, if you ask them to tell this story, they'll finish in 3 minutes. So they will keep asking, what happened? What happened? Go inside. So then Swami, suddenly half an hour later, my father comes running down. He used to be outside Swami's door. Ramabrahmam Garu, standing near that steps, always like Jaya Vijaya, standing. Swami has come out. Jatti vachad kada. Swami says very calm. Jatti has come, right? Very serious. Vachad Swami. Yes, come. What is he doing? Sai Ram chaptu unnada. What is he doing? Telling Sai Ram. Oh, papam. Piluvu, chair ivale. Chair enduku? He says, why chair? Meer chappaledu kada. You didn't tell. He's sitting. That's it. So, Swami called him, talked to Jatti and told, see this Rama Brahmam, he didn't give you chair, Jatti. He called all of us to meet him. We all met him. And says, see, he didn't give this Rama. This one, Sir BD Jatti was a very great devotee. He says, no, Swami, he is a Bhagavan's, he is doing his work. He is doing exactly what Bhagavan says. No problem. He says, Swami spent half an hour with him. Then they sent everybody, gave some food and everything. They all left for New Delhi because tomorrow morning they have to go. After he went, finished. It's become late in the night. Swami retired. We all retired. Next day morning, we all come back. In the morning, we used to go at 5:30 because we have to be there before Swami comes down. We come there. Swami comes down in a serious way. Rama Brahmam's beautiful job he had. First thing in the morning to greet Swami. Second in the morning to make sure all his work is being done. Third, last he would be there whenever Swami is having his food, breakfast, lunch and dinner. In the night, the last duty Rama Brahmam Garu had is to do Swami's Pada Seva in his room. He would sit with Swami. Swami will chat with him whole day's program. He will do Pada Seva and come. Swami came down. Po, he said to Rama Brahmam, go. Ekkuduku. Where? Bite po. Go out. Oh, what is this? He's telling Rama Brahmam, go out. Buddhunda niku, do you have any brains? Vice President of India has come. Buddhi ledu, don't have any discrimination. What you should do? No chair for him, no seat for him. Go and say Sai Ram and chappi kucha pettava akkada. You told him, go say Sai Ram and made him sit like this. What will he think of me? And he scolded Rama Brahmam Garu in front of all of us so badly. Oh my God. So now this doubt will come, this surrender business. What is this surrender? Now this man did this and followed discipline. Nice scoldings he is getting from Swami. Po. Again Swami, he is saying po. Yakkuduku. He says, where do you want me to? Gate bite po. Get out of the gate. Finished. Poor thing, that man. Then he went and stood near the gate. Swami said, go to the gate. Swami finished all the darshan. After the darshan, he is standing near the gate. Swami comes near the gate. That is the first gate. Why are you standing near the first gate? I told you, get out of the gate. That means out of Brindavan compound. Why are you standing near first gate? Ni mokam chodpichoddu now. Don't show me your face. Swami says like this. My goodness, such an elderly gentleman. What is going to happen? Swami finished his darshan and everything. Morning aarti is over. He had his lunch also without Rama Brahmam. Rama Brahmam is standing outside the second gate. That's all, standing there. Swami finished his lunch. Everybody all the same, elder people, Rama Brahmam Garu, you also, he's an elderly gentleman, 75, 80 years old. Eat something, it's okay. Without, I eat with Swami. No food, take it and go. So no eating. He's standing outside. Sorry, by evening, things will work out with it. Then in the afternoon we come, you know what Rama Brahmam has done? He has taken a towel, he has cut 2 holes and put on his face. And he has come inside. Oh, you Rama Brahmam, what are you doing? He said, don't show me your face. What Tata chestada pani? He's telling to Swami, will Swami's grandfather do the work? Who will do the work? That Sai Geetha doesn't have food. And all the groceries have come in the kitchen. And outside that paddy people, the people who are taking care of the lands have all come. I do the whole. He was the caretaker of the whole. There were some animals also were there. They all have to be fed. Tata Swami Tata chestada. He says, will Swami's grandfather do the work? I have to do the work. That job he has given me. He didn't tell me don't do the work. So I am going to do my work and go back outside the gate. Then why are you wearing a towel? Mokham chobichoddu. He said, don't show me your face. I don't know when he will come. So I am wearing towel. Can you believe for 3 days, he did not eat food? Nothing. He just went on doing his work with a towel on his face. 2 holes. We children, we laughed so much, but we didn't know we were so young. Everybody started to Swami Rama Brahmam Geetha. He won't eat anything. Swami, I don't eat. Let him eat. Let me. The devotion and love for so much, he could just demand Swami's love. He will say, let me see how he will enjoy his food. Let him eat. Let him eat. Swami also, every day eating lunch, just after 2, Rama Brahmam tinnada? He would ask, did Rama Brahmam eat? No, Swami is sitting with a towel near the gate. Mouth also is covered, towel. Sarle, Swami used to finish off lunch like that for 3 days, breakfast, lunch. Everybody was praying, Swami, what is this, Swami? He won't come inside. After 3 days, Swami called, how long you want to close your face? Go inside and do the work. Swami, that's finished. Then, what Swami said, go inside. Swami sent word, with my father. Go inside. And I think one college lecturer was also there. Tells Rama Brahmam, come inside. Come inside. You know what he said? You ask him if he will have breakfast as usual with him. Go and ask. Yes, he can have breakfast with me. Ask him to come in. No. Ask him about lunch. Usual lunch, I will do his serving. Will he agree? Ask him. Yes. Oh, sorry, chappu. No. Dinner, pada puja, whatever I used to do. If he agrees to all that, I will come. Otherwise, near gate only, Sai Rama. Sitting near the gate, what are you doing? Sai Rama, Namasmarana chest. So finally, after all this negotiation, between Swami and he came inside. He, Putunda Rama Brahmam, do you have any brains, Rama Brahmam? See the pun on this word. In fact, I wrote it down somewhere. If I get it wrong. Chappite cheseda. Those who know Telugu will enjoy. Chappite cheseda. Chappite chesede. He said, Chappite cheseda. That is the question. If I tell, you just do it. So he said, you just do it. That is the answer. You just do it? Yes, you just do it. If you tell, Meeru chappite chesede. If you say, I will do it. That was Rama Brahmam. Such a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. You see why I wanted to share that. It's hilarious. But such a fantastic lesson. I mean, the level of egolessness that it takes to...
How much time, Ramya? 5:30?
No, I think we have to wrap up actually now.
So then you leave that for another time, right? You want me to tell that one? I'll see. 1 second. I don't want to make a mistake on... No, so this... hold on 1 second. 1 second, just hold this. Sorry, I don't want to make a mistake. She wanted me to... I wrote down here, Chappite cheseda, Chappite chesede. Familiar with the 9-point of code of conduct that Swami has given actually. I think here it is. He says we must all do meditation, daily meditation, devotional singing, children should attend SSSC, community seva through the organization, once a month at least attend bhajan. These are all the 9-point code. Study of Sai literature, no indulging in talk about others behind their backs, speaking softly and lovingly, sealing on desire, no waste of money, food and energy. So when the organization was first done, in our house only actually Swami gave the name Satya Sai Seva Samiti when he had come to our house for dinner. Everybody, he was discussing with Professor Gokak who had come, and he asked Professor Gokak what name we should give our new organization. So Professor Gokak said, Sai Samastegalu in Kannada, Sai Samasta, organization. Oh, Swami said, if you say Sai Samastegalu, Sai organization, they will also think it is Shirdi Sai organization. So then he asked G.P. Rajaratnam, which name G.P. Rajaratnam? Satya Sai Samastegalu. He said, you can name as Satya Sai. Oh, but if you say organization, it can be one club also. Anything can be an organization. So then is Satya Sai Seva Organization. So that's how the name, So this was, at that time, Swami started to tell this 9-point code of conduct, if you should go. So this had gone on for some time. Some years later, when we were doing all this Balavika's work and all that, I said, Swami, this 9-point code of conduct, it is not, everybody may not attend. What is that? How can one progress spiritually following this 9-point code of conduct? Some question like that, I think somebody asked. At that time, Swami said, the biggest, most beautiful 9-point code of conduct, this is 1978. He said, first and foremost, we must all develop gratitude. 9-point different code of conduct he gave us in our house, So he says, first and foremost, develop gratitude. That gratitude, when you have gratitude, everything is given to us by Bhagavan. Then automatically you will have humility because nothing is yours. He has given it to you. You can take it also anytime he wants. So you have humility. That gratitude leads to humility. When there is humility, where is the ego? See, this is Rama Brahmam. So much of humility and gratitude for Swami. No ego. Put on a towel, he'll put on. Put on a robe, he will put on. Cut the robe, he will cut it. So that is egolessness. You have to, because so much of humility you have developed. You are really nothing without the Lord. So that egolessness you must develop from gratitude to this one humility to egolessness. Then when you don't have ego, then you will have unconditional love like me. Because when you don't have ego, whatever anybody does, you will never get angry. Because there is no ego. So you will love everybody also. So egolessness leads to love. That was the fourth one. When you love everybody, you will wait to help them in some way. You will wait to see when that love and affection is there, what does that person want? You will be very alert. When you have affection. Just now I was looking for my tissue. Bharti noticed, she brought it. Because that affection is there. Geetha is looking for something. So automatically when you love everyone, you will be always wanting to serve them. When you serve everybody, you see how much God has given you. You are so lucky to have so much, that serving attitude. You will start seeing the divine in everyone. Even the poor people who don't have anything, they will actually have something more than what you have actually. Some good quality. They don't have anything, but you give something, they'll call their brothers. Come, I got this. Please share. They will call. So you will see the divine in all. When you start serving all, when you start seeing the divine in all, you will start doing Namasmarana. Sai Rama, you are in everybody pass. See, I saw this fellow. He was so good. You see the love and everything. You start automatically, you do Namasmarana. Namasmarana means not only doing bhajan. Whenever you hear of him, think of him, talk of him, everything is Namasmarana. When you start doing that Namasmarana, like Rama Brahmam told Jatti, Sai Rama chaptu kucho. Keep saying Sai Rama and sit. When you start doing that, then what happens? You become very dear to me. You become near to me, near and dear to me. When you become near and dear to me, what is the difference? You and I are one. That is the night. Finally, we become one. When you go through, the starting point is gratitude. Gratitude leading to humility. Swami so easily gratitude nunchi humility vastundi, humility nunchi egolessness nunchi love nunchi love, then seva, service nunchi divinity. Ekkada chusna divine. When you see divine in all, then you will keep on thinking of God. In everything you will see that. We see that in so many things. When we see nature, we see God. So you see divine in everything. When you do that, you become near and dear to me. When you become near and dear to me, there is no difference between you and me. That is the 9-point code of God.
Thank you so much, Geetha. I think the 9-point code starts with gratitude, and we really have to give you our deepest gratitude for sharing that. And Bharati is going to do the vote of thanks, so please just wait for 1 second. I'll get
Sairam Geetha, Sairam Center members, thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Geetha, for a very beautiful talk. And like Suri mentioned, Geetha has this unique capability to transport us to that particular time and place so we can relive that experience of hers through her words. So we are very, very grateful to Swami and to Geetha for that. And I also wanted to say that, she practices Swami's teachings. I remember in one of the speeches, she had mentioned that Swami had told her always to be smiling. And all of you will notice Geetha is a very smiling person. I mean, every bit that we can hear, and if it inspires us, if we can put it into practice, I think we will all make Swami very, very happy as his devotees. And like Swami says, I should give you that title that you're my devotee. So we should work towards that. So thank you very much for that.